Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. Now, in today's video, we're going to look at a certain new tank. Now, we've seen a few really funny looking made-up tanks. You know, we've got the Gravedigger here. You've got the Forest Witch. You have loads of different tanks. The Lupus. There's a few. There is absolutely a few made-up looking tanks that are clearly made up just by the look of them. But Wargaming have gone and released another, which I absolutely love this tank. Not because of the playstyle, not because it's OP, I just love the look of it. Honestly, I think the look of it is absolutely fantastic. We are talking about the, excuse me, the RAMMER. So this is now available, so you can get this tank. Now, do I think it's worth it? Probably not, no, but I still think it looks fantastic. Now, you can see on the front of the hull, you have a car. Yes, it is a car, and not only do we have a car there, but we also have a car on the turret there. I think what Wargaming have done visually with this tank is absolutely amazing. I think it looks absolutely brilliant, this tank, but it's a shame that it doesn't play as brilliant as it looks. Now, it's not a bad tank by all means. It can do damage, it could be a nuisance. The only downfall with the tank, in my opinion, is that armor. It looks like it's going to be a tank with mega armor, but it really isn't. It can be penetrated very easily, even by tier 6 tanks. Now, before we get off to the stats, you can see the icon at the bottom has also changed. Whether or not this is going to go forward, so you can see the RAMMER, you know, the avatar. It doesn't have the flag at the background. They've actually made it looks better, in my opinion. So that's the first change and the first time that we have ever seen that on a tank. So is there going to be more to come? Of course, we will have to wait and see. So we're going to get into looking at the stats, and as you can see, the turret 150 millimeters. So yeah, not too bad on the turret. If you are in a hold down position against tier 6s, then yeah, not too bad. But the hull is only 73 millimeters. So yeah, very poor armor profile on this tank. Your DPM 1886, so not too high on the DPM. That is 11.14 second reload. So yeah, you do have to be careful. Look where you're going, who's in front of you, where your team is. Just look at your surroundings, because it is a little bit of a long reload for a tank with no armor whatsoever. So do bear that in mind. Even tier 6s will be able to bully you. The penetration 186 on your AP, 231 on your APCR, and 65 on your HE. Now, we are running this with calibrated shells. It will definitely need it when it comes up against tier 8s. You have a 350 alpha gun, 290 on your APCR, and 450 on your HE. Aim time isn't good at 4.2. However, the gun dispersion is not bad at 0.292. We are running the refined gun, so it does make it a little bit better. You have 7 degrees of gun depression with a top speed of 34 kilometers per hour with an average speed of 30. So actually, that isn't too bad at all. Now, we're going to get into just a couple of games. We're not going to pretty much watch them all because, yeah, to be fair, they are kind of boring. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, you can see both of these games, I don't really bounce too much. And again, it all depends on your positioning. If you are in a hold down position and the enemy can only see your turret and you're sort of moving, then yeah, maybe you will be able to get some bounces on the turret. But other than that, honestly, do not rely on the armor. You have to kind of rely on the gun. And again, the speed, I don't think the speed is too bad either for this tank. It looks like it's going to be a tank that's really slow. But that's not the case. That isn't the case. So you just have to be careful of your surroundings, as I've said. Make sure you do have a little bit of cover, because 11 seconds reload, yeah, to some tanks is not long. You don't have sort of 400 alpha gun. If you had the 400 alpha, then yeah, it wouldn't be as bad. Well, I'll say 400. Top roll there of 438 isn't bad at all. So yeah, just make sure you're hiding, just like we're doing here. We took the shot, we're going to hide, and then as soon as we're reloaded, then we can go out and we can do a bit of damage. But even now, I don't want to just come out because it's a 4 versus 6, and we could easily lose this game. But likewise, we could also easily win it because a couple of their tanks are very low hit points. So I'm pretty much full hit points, so I want to keep it that way at the moment if I can. So we haven't really taken any shots, we haven't bounced anything as yet, but we have managed to bring it down to a 4 versus 4. So you got the Caro there, that is very low hit points. The blah 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 Panther or Panzer, sorry, over there, sorry, Panther. He's a little bit of hit points, so we're just going to be a little bit patient here. We're just going to sit back. We are winning on supremacy points, so no problem whatsoever. And then I'm just going to sort of bully this guy. We've got 2,000 damage. There's the Panther there, and at this point I'm like, okay, do you know what? We're going to win on supremacy points. I just want to get a little bit more damage because none of them are trying to go for any of the caps. So we do have 3 guys around there, and of course me here, which of course is actually stopping him getting the caps. But at this point I'm like, okay, I just need to get as much damage as I can because we are about to win on supremacy points. So we do manage to block 400, believe it or not. We do manage to block 400, but unfortunately we wasn't able to get more damage because of the supremacy points. So let's just have a look at one more, shall we? This game, I didn't manage to get into a tier 8, and I was trying, but sometimes when you play a new tank that you haven't played, you will come up against lower tier tanks for a few games at least. But I do think it's definitely going to struggle. In tier 8, it will be a tank that really does struggle. So do bear that in mind. I'm not sure exactly how the tank is coming. I don't know if you can get it for free. I don't know if it's in crates. I haven't really looked too far into that, to be fair. But of course, if it is a free tank, if you are able to get this for free, if it's in part of the event, then yeah, of course it's a free. It will be a free tank. Any tank is worth grinding if it's free, no matter how bad or good it is. But if you do have to pay for this tank, if it is one of those that comes in crates or anything like that, then I would probably take a miss. I don't think it is worth spending money on, but totally, if you can get this tank for free, then yeah, why not? Why not grind the tank? Why not get it for free? At the end of the day, it is still a free tank. You can have fun in the tank. I don't think it is a bad tank by all means. You just have to be careful of the armor. Other than the armor, I think overall, it isn't a bad tank at all. You can carry, for me, it is just about that armor. And even this game here, again, we are up against tier 6s. We haven't bounced a single shot, and there are 2 tanks left alive. Now, one of these games I didn't show, I come up against an ARL, and I did actually have to switch to the APCR to penetrate that guy. So yeah, even the turret of a Hellcat, I did struggle to penetrate. I bounced a few games. Even this guy, yeah, I'm penetrating, but you can see no problem whatsoever for him to penetrate me. So 2.5k damage, 1 tank left alive. He does kill our AMX, so it is a 1 versus 3. Silly bounce, silly bounce. That was my fault, really. I should have just been a bit more patient and aimed better because he was turning, so I should have sort of caught on to that. But we do manage to get a final shot just shy of 3,000 damage. So overall, I do enjoy the tank. I think it looks absolutely perfect. I think it looks brilliant. So well done Wargaming on that point. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Are you going to get it? Are you not going to get it? Let me know in the comments below. But for now, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm meadsy69, and I will catch you all soon. Bye-bye.